This is his car collection. I'm just noticing that you might be getting high off your own supply here because this is not like a wrestling one. Alright guys, today we got a very special video for you. We are here at Our Kings Competitions to talk about a very special giveaway, their huge car collection, and one of the most successful business stories in Irish history. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, welcome to today's video. We are in a very, very special place. It hasn't been filmed before. We are at the headquarters of Our Kings Competitions, and if you've been living under a rock in Ireland or the UK, they became an overnight success in the last 3 years. It's one of the biggest competitions companies, giving away houses, cars, you name it. Well, Mark, the owner of Our Kings Competitions, has also amassed a very, very cool car collection of his own, which has never been on film before. Just to give you a teaser of that, this is his car collection, which, as you can see, has some old keys, some new keys, some Lamborghini keys. Yeah, there's quite a lot going on there. And these are all the cars they currently have lined up for competition. So this is a serious business. So we're gonna roll through. You guys will probably recognize these from their ads, is their showroom. So essentially where they take all the pictures of the cars. As you can see, these are cars being prepared for competitions, rally cars, SUVs, very, very nice Mark 8 Golf 4. But the reason we're down here today is to remind you and to inform you of what happened to our Ford Mustang. The car is now up for competition with Our Kings, and it's right here in the middle of madness. We'll get to the madness in a minute. But this car is going to be up for competition this weekend. It's 900 horsepower all day, 896 horsepower to be exact. It has been ex-Vaughan Gittin Jr., ex-DJ Danny Neville in the Middle East, and now ex-me. I have a lot of sentimental value for this car. It's the most reliable car we've ever had. It's the longest I've ever owned a car. I've had so much fun. It's a burnout machine. We've drifted in competition in it. It's been all over the world. It's got so much history, so many good parts, and someone's going to win this €80,000 car for just $19.99 this weekend. Isn't that mental? It's going to change someone's life. So don't wait for the tickets to sell out and be disappointed. Somebody has to win it, and Our Kings are throwing in a full £1,000 of expenses and an entry to the Drift Games Bash in July, but more on that later. Also, we're running a very, very cool merch competition at the moment, our biggest, because we passed 75,000 followers on Instagram, which is mind-blowing. Thank you guys for the support. So we're putting together a bundle. It's €125 worth of merch, but you get it for €100. There's only 100 limited edition bundles to go. We've already got through a lot of them at this stage. You get the skate deck, you get all the stickers, you get all the lanyards, you get the flyers, you get all the good stuff. But the big thing is we want to give back to you guys. So we've got very, very, very special prizes coming as well. You can get a full day in the life of Drift Games. You get to come to Mondello Park. You get to drive all the BMW M Power cars, the M3, the M4. You get to also drive the Drift Games Experience 350Z and get yourself up to speed with drifting, because you will be drifting Josh's Pro MX-5. We've also got a giveaway of a Drift Games Experience XL, and we have got another merch pack to give away for a third place prize as well. Very limited edition as well. Get on it. So grab a ticket for your Our Kings competition, grab your €100 bundle from Drift Games, and let's go check out this mind-blowing car collection. All right, so we're here with Mark.
Okay, how are you, Mark? Good. Good. Can't complain.
So we're just trying to take the whole situation in here, because there's a lot to get through and a lot of cool cars, which we'll talk about in a minute. But I want to talk about where all this came from. So, like many people who would know Our Kings competitions throughout, the last 3 years, where did it start? Where did you start? So you didn't come from any background on this at all?
Not in cars, no. I actually started off fitting kitchens, which was down below.
So downstairs, you're fitting kitchens.
Yeah.
You get an idea.
No, we done the bonus ball raffles first. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with them.
Yeah.
We done them there for a couple of years. Started up a wee group called Raffled Kings, so that's why it's Our Kings. A lot of people don't know that's where the name came from.
I did not know that myself.
Yes.
We learn as we go.
I think it's Richard King or something like that, or something mad, But that's where it came from. We set it up, I said one day to Paul's the other fellow with R Kings, and I said, do you want to make a go of this? Let's set it up as a business here and see what comes from it, like.
And
started up.
Here we go.
But I think you started, what was the first car you raffled? That's
First car was an R33 GTST Skyline. It was a good wee car. It cost me, I think at the time, maybe 8 grand or something. We never got no funding for prizes, just built and built and built.
How many cars do you think at this point you've given away?
It's bad when you can't remember.
Well over 1,000 anyway. Well
Like
over
1,000 cars you've done houses?
We've done houses, we do holidays, we do bundles, we do cash. We don't do livestock yet.
I'm hoping a door around here, I'll be like, there's 2 cows in there ready to go for next week.
Stephen sheep in there, stay away from them.
So this has been a homegrown Irish success story from the start, and what's happened over the time is you're obviously a car fan yourself,
Yeah, love cars.
and you've decided that with some of that success you were going to try and pick up some of your dream cars along the way.
Well, that's it. Every penny I save, every bit of money I get, buy cars with.
So basically what we've learned as on travels is that no matter what you do or how successful you are, everyone has no money because they've spent it all on cars,
Yeah,
which seems to be the way. Because you can't enjoy money in the bank
Yeah.
because it's just sitting there. You can't drive it, you can't look at it every day. So I think we're going to do a little tour around because I want to talk about some very, very rare cars here and some very, very special cars. Some of them are giveaways, so obviously the Mustang is going this weekend.
These 2 were won last night, they're going to Aberdeen.
So this was a rally car and a road car kind of combo.
Yeah.
That was given away. This, straight away people are going to look for. These are,
Why is that here?
why is this here? But people love these. I love these as
I
well.
love them, but I love it's the evil one, isn't it?
Yeah, the Cosworth.
And I like the 2.5, that's a 2.3 Cosworth. Just out of place here, I got it.
I was just about to say, it does kind of look a little bit out of
I
place.
got it, I liked it, and then I was like, I don't
There's
think
nothing else
this
in
is
here.
for me.
There's nothing else in here with that much tweed going on inside
Yeah.
that. But it is absolutely immaculate.
Oh,
Like
it
the
is
car.
fully
is-
restored. Bought that off
unbelievable.
Dean Motors.
We have got, now we get into the JDM stuff. So I'm seeing a little bit of a pattern here. You like your JDM stuff and your Italian stuff kind of seems to be. So we've got an Evo
8 MR.
8 MR. This one looks like it has a lot of stuff done to it.
She does. I left her up to Lee Lipton, and I remember telling Lee at the time I want the biggest or the loudest anti-lag possible. He said it'd blow the manifold or the exhaust off it. He said, but once it does, come back for a stronger one.
So basically that's, what sort of power is that running?
400.
4 horsepower, but they're quick
It's
at
the
4.
bank.
Yeah, it's
The
just,
bank. It's like an
like a rally
explosion.
car.
Yeah.
I think that's about the anti-lag on.
Like that. I was frightened.
You went in. Oh my god, like you went into the corner.
I hid in the corner, afraid.
That's the most ridiculous anti-lag. You stand by your word.
Not arguing about most ridiculous anti-lag I've ever heard. Must be.
My god, that get you up in the morning, that.
My God. And then this is an R32 GTST
With GTR engine.
and GTR arches.
Yeah.
And a GTR engine. So it's kind of like half, well, 3/4 of the way
It's
there.
called a baby GTR.
Yeah.
That's the way it's sold to me. I think it's just a clip underneath.
So this is an RB26 R32. Really nice car, I must say. Very clean. And yeah, it's sort of like a GTR, but not being a GTR, but it's still rear wheel drive.
Rear wheel drive, yeah.
Basically the best combo because you get rear wheel drive, which I think is more fun than the GTR, and you get all the power of the GTR, so it's perfect. We'll come back to the supercars towards the end, so I want to really have a good look at those. But then, I mean, this is the holy grail car now. Everyone's gone crazy over R34 GTR in the grey. It's just a beautiful car.
Unreal.
And this is one that you
It's always my dream car, always my favourite car.
and you have one now.
I have one now.
And this was probably picked up before it all went mental.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I still bought it cheap at the time, but
They've gone.
less than half the price of what they go for now.
Yeah, and they're the stories that wind me up all the time. It's because I'm like,
Yeah.
I really want one, and they're just gone now. They're just totally gone. So we've got a really weird selection of stuff here from. So we've got like a BMW. This is not a normal BMW.
I call it hardened, but someone smart told me it's called Hartka. It's still hardened to me.
So what's the difference between this? What engine is in this?
Same, it's a E30 325i, but I never actually looked into it. There's a lot of history and all with it of what is changed that some different company does them. Like,
So I think
Like a
not
lane-
my limited knowledge of this. yeah, my limited knowledge of this, I think this is kind of like a special edition.
Yeah.
By an aftermarket company. So I remember, and I would call them Hartage, which is really weird. I don't know how anyone knows how to pronounce it, because it doesn't even have an I. But it would be sort of all the aftermarket. I think it's interior, wheels, bits and bobs. It's like it's like an AMG to Mercedes, but this is very nice. I'm sure people in the comments will absolutely.
I was going to say everyone in the comments will know exactly.
What this is, but I've never seen one before.
Why did you buy that? You know what it is.
It looks good.
I like them, yeah.
You're a man after my own heart. I've done that a few times too. And then we have, these are kind of like the two ones that you would say you had to buy one or the other, but you had to have two. So this is the Tommy Mackinnon Evo 6, and this is the P1. Jeez, that's like, that I've never seen in the flesh two beside each other. Then what's under the cover? We shouldn't have. We're too nosy on these videos, but
How can you see a cover and not ask?
a little Nova. I didn't expect that. Oh wow.
She's meant to be Nova Sport.
Well, you said about the tweed in the other car and the Mercedes.
Well,
There's a lot of tweed in here now.
it's almost Burberry at that stage, isn't it? It's like almost
Things
that.
immaculate. She's completely done inside and out.
Wow, that guy
That's
is.
the engine on her. She's.
And this is a. Did you chase down one of these, or just kind of
It
come
was
up?
offered to me.
Okay, so that's the
thought
thing
I'd
I was
like it.
thinking. You obviously get a lot of people with very cool
Yeah.
cars offering you, because you obviously buy them and you put them on competitions. And then you're almost offered every car that's
That's
out
it,
there.
you're
So
offered
would you
lots
say
of
you probably
stuff.
know every little special car that's probably in Ireland at this stage?
No, still finding
gems?
hidden about.
That's mad, because for a country so small,
That's
we
it.
have such an amount of stuff stored away. I have no idea how to open the
A lot of
back.
people message us because they don't want to advertise their stuff.
Good idea, yeah, good
They
point.
don't want to put nothing on done deal to listen to all the normal.
They want a quick sale, probably it's a sentimental sale as well. They want a kind of quick, that's actually what I did, to be honest. It's exactly why the Mustang is here. I didn't want 60 people turning up and asking me what does it do miles per gallon and stuff like that. I was like,
Let me take it for a drive here.
yeah, I just said, look, if people know what it is, they know what it is. And geez, this is like a brand new car.
That's it. It's fully restored. Underneath and all too.
This is in better condition than my brand new Super, like way better condition.
Way
I was
better
told-
condition.
I don't know how many was made. It's in the hundreds of how many was made, but the way it sold to me, I know people say in the comments he's telling you lies or something, but you know, he said to me there's meant to only be 50 left of them.
I've never even seen one like this before. So
So this is the best
People
condition
go
one.
mad for that. They'll all be saying raffle that there.
Then we've got two Toyotas,
Yeah.
kind of the two everyone.
This is one of my favourites.
In the north of Ireland now, the Chaser is like, in the south too, but in the north I think like the four-door Toyotas, people love them.
Yeah.
And this is obviously a very, very original car, which is also rare to come across. So this is this a manual twin turbo? I haven't even
Twin
looked.
turbo, yeah.
It's
The one you
to
want.
have. In white, which is the one to have. Absolutely spotless. And again, sitting here appreciating to points that no one will ever be able to afford it again. And then the Chaser is a little bit less original.
There's not much engine work done to her. I don't really think there's anything. It's more just the
Just styling.
exterior, yeah.
Yeah, styling, it looks great. Gauges on the dash, proper JDM spec, big old intercooler cut into
The
the
boy
box.
that sold me that there, he sold it us the raffle, and I said no, it's too nice, and it was after a chaser for a long time. He actually still messages me the odd time, maybe every 6 months or so, to see will I sell it.
I'm just noticing that you might be getting high off your own supply here, because a lot of stuff I feel has come in here to be got,
That should be given out to people.
yeah, and you could have been more successful, but you've kept it all here, just sitting here. Obviously, I'm going to have to pan up a little bit here because anyone who's into AE86s is about to lose.
They saw these a long time ago in the video, I'm sure, and scouted them out.
and they're going to lose their these, because that is an original Black Limited up
It
there.
is, yeah.
Which is, I've only seen one in Ireland which Darren McNamara has, but that one is pre-restored, and this one is even.
Dream store, I got a respread, but she's actually going to go soon for a full.
You're going to give it the
restore.
whole hog. So these are super rare. Like these are the rarest AE86s that they ever made. This is kind of a last run of something special that Toyota did,
One of 400 or one of 500, I forget.
and that's worldwide. And then you can imagine
Can
a
you
lot.
imagine how many are actually left now?
And I'd say a lot of them are in Japan. And what I like about it is this is JDM spec.
Yeah.
And then if you go for what we would call UK spec, this is the one everyone wants, right? So this is the. What's the colour on these? Everyone like. I mean, I'm not a big twin cam guy,
Not a big twin cam.
but this is the. They go mad for this gold, right? This gold.
Like champagne gold.
Yeah, this colour, and then all of that stuff. That basically that spec is very sought after. Not my personal cup of tea. I'm a bit more JDM, but if you're a UK spec A86 guy, that is like gold. Right
Again,
there.
she was offered for competition, but
I'm seeing a pattern. I'm seeing a pattern here now. Probably one of the most iconic Group E rally cars of all time.
She's a wee rep now. We actually had her up for competition recently with a big alternative on it. So it was my car, so put a big alternative on it, hoping that the winner would probably take the alternative, which they did.
Another pattern.
Then, you know.
So this is like...
I love the body kit, how outrageous.
How obnoxious. They just went, we'll just put a post box on the side of the door. Let all the air into the back. Like that door for me. Like, look at it. There's no apology there. No trying to make it like, we just need more space. We need it wider. We need air coming through it. The view here is hilarious, that you're looking in through the back window of what was probably the most granddad spec car ever made, the MG Metro.
Oh, it was,
and then you just bolt on 45 feet of bodywork, massive spoilers, put an engine in the
Two
boot.
pea shooters at the back.
Two smoke, and then a massive engine in the boot, and everyone goes, that was the Group B days. That seems absolutely fine, acceptable if anything. That's mad. And then sort of staying with the rally team, but this is a Dimma kitted. So this was back in the day. This was the car to have, the Dimma kitted 205. A very rare car.
Yeah.
Like,
Class looking wee cars. Nice beside that one.
This sort of is very 80s nostalgia, and sort of you could see where they were going from a stock car to sort of a more performance built car, and then to absolutely.
I was thinking beside that again then a wee Renault 5 Gardini or something.
Yes, the Renault 5 as well. I still think that the Metro for me is just like so unapologetically hilarious. It's like a 5-year-old draw the car on a piece of paper going, big spoiler, big wing, another spoiler on the front bumper, which I still think is amazing. And then we've got a selection of M3s. Yeah. E46 M3 in Laguna Seca, which is the nicest colour in the market.
That's a very rare one, isn't it?
Yeah, they're just unbelievable. Then we have another E46, and then we have two E36s, right? I can never tell if they're Evo or non-Evo, but I think
they're Evo,
they're both Evo.
But for some reason, the E36 for competition doesn't go well for us. No.
I love the E36.
It did now, obviously, 6 months to a year ago, but I don't know, for some reason they just don't go well anymore.
But is it like they're getting too old now and the E46 has kind of become the classic where that was nearly...
No, because everybody still loves them.
Yeah, I absolutely love these. I still think that like these cars, I used to have this colour in a 3 litre, and just an unbelievable car to drive. Like so raw. Yeah. Kind of like I'd say the last of the M3s that feel like a little rally car. You know, everything else got a little comfy and sophisticated after that. But I think, if I had to pick one, the Laguna Seca Blue now for me is just unbelievable. And then we move into more cars, which you'd think is enough.
There's more to go in. There's a lot more.
So have you got any more? Have you more cars outside of this?
Yeah. Another.
Well, we saw the keychain coming in, so
I don't know.
I didn't count them, you see. There's probably another maybe 8 to 10 cars.
And they're just waiting.
They're just waiting, but I'm going to get rid of some. So, because I like the layers in here. These will never move.
Yeah.
And they'll just sit there. Maybe
that view just right there for me is just
extreme stuff.
Painting, but the tidy and stuff like that still has to be done in here. But in here, I want these 4 cars that they're easy move. So these are only put inside now because I don't want to leave them outside. Someone rob them or something.
Or this is, I just would say to anyone that wins the Mustang, not the most sealed car. You might need to store that, dry store that. So what we have here is, this is a Ferrari. I'm going to take a stab in the dark at what I think it is. Is it a 599?
F12.
Yeah, completely wrong. These ones, the Grand Tour Ferraris, for some reason I can't get my head around them. But this one is like none I've seen because it has like carbon body kit.
I think she's 790 brake or 770, one of them.
770 brake.
It's rear wheel drive.
My God. And it's got like very cool carbon, such as like these window louvres and big old carbon wing on the back.
You want to hear the noise there? I'll start her up soon.
The curtains moving and everything.
That's one way to put the curtains up. The Performante, and in like the craziest white pearl, like it's amazing.
It's really nice in person, isn't it?
It's really nice, because you would think it's just white, but it's actually, I was going to say it's like an S15 pearl, but it's much nicer than that. It's almost like a cream.
Yeah, definitely.
And then it's got the forged carbon bits and
It's mad how they... Did Lamborghini start the forged carbon?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much started that look that now is kind of catching on with everybody else, but that is a beautiful car. I think the colour combo is very, very nice. And then we finish with the daddy of them all.
The SVJ.
The SVJ. Like,
colour of it's nice.
It's unbelievable. It's candy red. I don't know if the camera picks it up perfectly.
It definitely picks it up. And
you drive this because I can tell from all the bugs.
And all the handprints over
and all the handprints. So this thing is obviously gets a bit of driving.
Yeah.
The wing on the back is absolutely outrageous. Like, look at the size of the side vent on this car. Like this, I thought the Metro was bad.
Your head could get sucked in there.
Yeah, it's small animals that end up going through the back of this car. Like, this is just nuts.
I think this car's a work of art.
We have to see the plate on the F12 as well.
Where is the number plate on it?
F12,
yeah.
there it is.
Well, why not? Well, I will say, Mark, thank you very much for showing us around today. It's been mind-blowing to think that all of this is in Ireland, which is even, and what we love about it is it's an Irish company, Irish grown, Irish success story. And then, like so many people that we've met along the way who have had good success, they just waste it all on cars anyway. So there's no sense.
It makes you feel a bit better about yourself.
Every time I go in and see someone with a bigger problem than me, I'm very happy where I go. Definitely, I'm nowhere near as bad as you guys.
No one's ever happy with the amount of cars they have.
No, you also probably have the record for the most amount of tough tiles down, I would imagine as well, because everything is tough tile in here. As you can see, it makes the place look super clean. All the tough tile stuff we have it in our garage is definitely dirtier than this now. This is more of a.
In here's good things.
Was this the colour of ours to start with?
There's a question that it might have been, as we've done a lot more work on oil drops in ours than this, but it does look really cool with all the tough tiles, all the designs. And remember, guys, this weekend, one of you is going to win this. So I can't even.
Friday for 1999.
Friday.
So
it's tomorrow when this video goes out.
No. Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
We're living in the past.
We're in the past. We're in the past.
I think I want to buy a ticket just to sicken you if I won.
If you won it now, Josh.
You're not allowed to buy a ticket.
I'm not allowed to buy a ticket. Anyway, this car is up on RKing's. We're going to throw a link in the description. Thank you so much, Mark, for showing us around.
No problem,
I think this is going to
pleasure.
blow a lot of people's minds, and I mean, amazing success and fair play for everything that you've achieved. We love seeing people successful, and we love seeing people blow money on cars, so absolutely perfect video. Let us know which one of the cars is your favorite of everything that's in here in the comments below, and next up we're going to see who wins this amazing car, and on the next episode I'm going to show you the car that I've replaced this with. All coming soon. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one.